Hello everyone. In the previous lecture, we have talked about matter and the different states of matter. Now in this class, we are going to talk about change of state in matter using kinetic theory. Remember we have learned about molecular kinetic theory of matter. Now using that theory, we are going to discuss how the state of matter changes. Like suppose, if I take the first example, the process of melting. Now, how solid gets converted into liquid form on heating? So, first thing, what is melting, or which is also known as fusion? So, melting or fusion, it is a process in which a solid converts into liquid state. It is a process in which solid converts into liquid state on heating at a fixed temperature. So, whenever you heat any solid about fixed temperature, you will find that that solid will slowly get converted into liquid state, and this process is known as melting or fusion. Now what actually happens in their molecular theory? So in solid we know that molecules are very compactly packed. The molecules are very closely packed. So intermolecular force of attraction is very high and intermolecular space is very less. Now, when you heat an object, because this process will only take place on heating or when some amount of energy is given to this. So when you heat an object, when the heat energy is given to this object, the heat energy will be absorbed by the molecules, and the molecules which were vibrating slowly earlier, now they will start vibrating at a faster rate. Now when they will keep on vibrating faster, the space between the two molecules will start increasing slowly and slowly. When the molecular space is going to increase, the intermolecular force of attraction will obviously going to decrease. And a condition will come when the molecules will become so far away from each other, they will start get converted into liquid state. Because when the molecules are away from each other, it is liquid state. So over here, when solid gets heated, the heat energy will be absorbed by the molecules and they will gain the kinetic energy. Over here, one form of energy, that is the heat energy, gets converted into kinetic energy. So when the molecule will start getting the heat energy, they will start vibrating faster. And when they will start vibrating faster, their intermolecular force of attraction will decrease and intermolecular space will increase. And at a fixed temperature, the condition will come when this state of matter gets converted into liquid state, because they will gain some amount of space between the molecules and the molecules can easily move from one place to another place. Now, the temperature at which the solid gets converted into liquid state is melting point. What it is termed as melting point. So two terms we have learned over here. First is melting. It is a process in which solid gets converted into liquid state on heating, and melting point is another term. It is a temperature. It is that temperature in which solid gets converted into liquid state. For different substances or different solids, there will be different temperature. Like suppose if I take example of ice. So ice is solid state of water. Now when you take out ice from the freezer and you keep it outside, at 0 degrees Celsius, the ice starts melting. So you can say that the melting point of ice is 0 degrees Celsius. Whereas iron, does the iron going to melt at 0 degrees Celsius? No, we can see in our room temperature the iron remains in the solid state. So iron will melt above 3000 degrees Celsius. So you can say that the melting point of iron is about 3000 degrees Celsius or above that. So there is a difference of the melting point of one object as compared to another object. Now, after melting, next is boiling. or vaporization. So boiling is also termed as vaporization. So what is boiling? It is a process in which liquid gets converted into vapor state. It is a process in which liquids get converted into its vapor state on heating at a fixed temperature. So whenever you heat a liquid, after heating for some time, it will keep on getting the temperature, and afterwards it will get converted into its vapor state. So when liquid gets converted into vapor state, that will be termed as boiling or vaporization. And the temperature at which liquids get converted into gaseous or vapor state, so the temperature at which you have heated water or any liquid, you have boiled that liquid and it will get converted into vapor state, then that temperature will be termed as boiling point. So it is that fixed temperature. Like suppose if I take example of water. So in a beaker you have taken water at normal temperature water, and now you start heating that water. So what will happen? Slowly and slowly the temperature of the water will start increasing. Why? Because the heat energy will be transferred into water, and the molecules of water will start gaining that heat energy. Now when they will start getting that heat energy, slowly and slowly the kinetic energy of the molecules of water will start increasing. And when they were moving slowly and slowly earlier, now they will start moving at a faster speed. Now when they will start moving at a faster speed, they will randomly move here and there. The space between the molecules will again going to increase. Now when the molecular space will increase, the intermolecular force of attraction again it will going to decrease, and slowly the space will going to increase, and the condition will come when the liquid will convert into vapor form. So over here, heat energy is again allotted to the water or the molecules of liquid. When the molecules of liquid have gained the heat energy, it has been converted into kinetic energy, and the molecules of liquid starts vibrating at a faster rate, or they will start moving at a faster motion. Now slowly and slowly the space between the molecule will keep on increasing, and they will gain huge amount of intermolecular space. And when they will gain huge amount of intermolecular space, what will happen? The intermolecular space will be more, they will start escaping away from each other. So when the molecules start escaping away from each other, it will be considered as gaseous state or vapor state. So this is how, after giving the heat energy to the liquid gets converted into vapor state. This was vaporization or boiling. Now let's talk about freezing or solidification. It is a reverse method of melting. In melting, the solid was converted into liquid state. Now in freezing or solidification, the liquid will get converted into solid state. So what is freezing or what is solidification? It is a process in which a liquid gets converted into solid state. It is a process in which a liquid gets converted into solid state on cooling. Now please remember, this process will take place on cooling, is known as freezing. So like suppose if I take an example of freezing of water into ice. So you take water in a tray, that is ice tray, or in any container. So water at normal condition it is in liquid state. So the molecules of water will have some space between them, and they will have some temperature, that is they are having some amount of kinetic energy. Molecules are keep on vibrating at certain pace. Now when you keep it inside the freezer of the refrigerator, when you keep the water inside the freezer of the refrigerator, what will happen? It will create a cooling process. Now what is cooling process? That freezer will start taking away the heat energy from the water which you have placed inside the freezer. When it will start taking out heat energy, what will happen? Slowly and slowly the temperature will be going to decrease, and the kinetic energy will also going to decrease, because more kinetic energy, more temperature. Less kinetic energy, less temperature. So over here the temperature is decreasing. Since the temperature is decreasing, that means the kinetic energy of water is also decreasing. Between the molecules, when huge amount of kinetic energy was there, now on cooling, when the heat energy has been By the water, what will happen? The kinetic energy will slowly and slowly decrease, and the water molecule which were vibrating at faster rate, now they will going to slow down. And what will happen? Slowly and slowly, when the speed of motion of water molecules will decrease, the molecule will slowly come closer to each other as they are coming to rest position. And when they are coming to rest position, they will start converting into solid state. So, liquid can get converted into solid state. This was liquid state, where the gaps were there between the molecules. This is a solid state. And how it happened? When you kept it inside the freezer, or when you cool that liquid, on cooling the liquid, it will lose its kinetic energy. It will lose its heat energy. On losing the heat energy, kinetic energy will decrease, and the molecule will slowly and slowly come to slower speed, and they will come to rest position. And when they will come to rest position, or when the molecule will lose their energy, the intermolecular force of attraction will increase, and intermolecular space will going to decrease, and this is how it will convert into solid state. Now, the freezing process also takes place at a particular temperature. The temperature at which liquid freezes into solid state. Any liquid, when you cool it down and it converts into liquid state, solid state, so that temperature will be known as freezing point. Like suppose, take example of water. Water freezes at 0 degrees Celsius. So in normal condition, the water must be having temperature of 10 degrees, 15 degrees, 20 degrees, that was in the liquid state. So when you kept it inside the freezer, slowly and slowly the temperature of water decreased. And when the temperature of water has reached to 0 degrees Celsius or below that, it will get converted into solid state. So that temperature, the fixed temperature at which the liquid gets converted into solid state, is known as freezing point. Okay, next process is evaporation. Now what is evaporation? It is a process of conversion of liquid into vapor state at any temperature below its boiling point. So whenever any liquid gets converted into vapor state without heating it or without bringing it to the boiling temperature, then this process will be termed as evaporation. Like suppose, if I take a very simple example, you wash your clothes, or you wash your t-shirt or your shirt, and then you place it for drying purpose. Now, will you going to heat your t-shirt so that the water gets evaporated or water will convert into vapor form? No. For drying purpose, we never heat it. Still, after some time, you find that the whole of the water has been disappeared. Why it happened? Because the process, that water or the liquid will start converting into vapor state at any temperature below the boiling point also, and that process is known as evaporation. This is basically happens when you throw some water on the floor, and after some time you find that the water has disappeared. How the water has disappeared? Maybe the water, the above layer of the water, they must have gained the heat energy from the surrounding, because if the water is spread everywhere, so the top layer of water, it will start gaining the heat energy from the surrounding, and when it will start getting the heat energy from the surrounding, slowly and slowly it will convert into gaseous state of vapor state, and it will going to disappear or it will going to rise up. Then the next layer will come up. Now next layer will also going to gain the heat energy from the surrounding, and it will also going to convert into vapor form. Then this is how slowly and slowly one by one layer will start gaining the heat energy, and it will convert into vapor state. So it is also similar to boiling, but what is the difference between boiling and evaporation? In boiling, the temperature was fixed. Over here, it can take place at any temperature below the boiling point. What about that heating, boiling of water? Boiling of water was very fast process because we were giving heat energy. Over here, since the process taking place layer by layer, so you can say that evaporation is a slow process. It takes time. That is why drying of clothes, it takes time. Whereas if you want to boil water, it hardly gets boiled in 15 to 20 minutes. So both the process are a little bit similar, but a lot of differences are there as compared to their temperature and amount of heat energy. So over here are the differences between boiling and evaporation. Very simple differences are there, and you people have to learn these differences. First is boiling and second is evaporation. What is boiling? It is a fast process, whereas evaporation, it is a slow process. Boiling takes place at a fixed temperature. Remember, the boiling point should be there. So it takes place at a fixed temperature, whereas evaporation, it takes place at all temperature, that is below its boiling point also. Boiling, it takes place throughout the liquid. So when you heat water or whenever you heat liquid, whole water gets heated up together. From the bottom till the top, the whole water will start, or whole liquid will start heating up. So the whole water will get boiled together. But in case of evaporation, it takes place only on the surface of the liquid. So on the first layer, the heating process will take place as it will gain the heat energy from the surrounding. It will then convert into vapor form. Then the next layer will get heated up by gaining the heat energy from the surrounding. So this process will take place layer by layer, but this process, it will take place throughout the liquid. So these are some differences which you have to note it down.